This video was recorded with the AverMedia Live Gamer Portable. Skip it up and that up! If you are my age and were a gamer back in the 80s, this article is going to make you shit. I'm telling you. Shout out goes to YouTube user and personal friend of mine, Yarek Zibzinski. I'll have a link to his channel below in the description. He's a filmmaker. He does awesome work. I wish he posted more on YouTube. So go check out his channel. He does a phenomenal job. When you go see it, you'll know what I'm talking about. So during a Q&A at Nintendo's recent shareholders meeting, Nintendo president and CEO Satoru Iwata said several things that are alternately painful, amazing, and sad in response to a question from a stockholder about how games seem to be getting easier and how that may be contributing to the Wii U's lackluster sales. First of all, Iwata agreed that games have gotten easier, and he affirmed that that trend could be a reason that the interest in the Wii U hasn't been as strong as it could be. Still, he defended the company's strategy for making games easier by revealing the results of a gamer testing that Nintendo conducted that demonstrated gamers' decreasing ability to do well in challenging games. This is what he had to say. It just blows my mind. Are you ready? It may come as a shock to some of you that most gamers today cannot finish the original Super Mario Bros. Game on the Famicom. Or if you're from the States and don't know what the Famicom is, it's the Nintendo Entertainment System. We have conducted this test over the past few years to see how difficult we should make our games and have found that a number of people are unable to finish the first level in Super Mario Bros. Let that sink in for a second. The article goes on to say, at this point, a whopping 90% of participants couldn't finish the first level. Iwata also noted that most didn't understand basic game mechanics such as the run button or that coins are to be collected and aren't enemies. Are you kidding? Or the concept of a bottomless pit. About 70% died at the first enemy, and half of those died at the same spot twice. Twice at the hands of the first Goomba in the first level of Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. My head hurts. There has to be something in the water. What happened to not only gaming, but to people? But whatever, I'm not getting into the whole philosophical thing, but gaming is too damn easy now. That's the biggest problem. Take a game like BioShock, for example. Now, I love BioShock, but I gotta call it out. Especially the first one. All of them do it, but the first one especially. You get into a fight with a Big Daddy, you die. The only thing that happens is you go to the closest Vita chamber, which in most cases is a couple feet away, and you respawn. And you just start right where you left off. There's no consequence to games now, and it's making, especially the young kids that game, not the old farts like me, become bitches. When you played games like, let me think of Trojan. I did a review on Trojan. If I remember, I'll have a link to it below in the description. I remember playing the game recently for the review, played the whole game, got to the final boss, died at him 3 times, had to play the whole game over again. That was what made gaming great, is that you had that adrenaline rush, because there was that risk that all that work you did could go to shit. It was that risk versus reward. I remember we would keep on, me and my friend Mike and Tom kept on the NES the whole night, hoping that the system wouldn't crash because we wanted to complete the original Castlevania. And there was no battery save on that game, so if you shut off the system, you had to play the whole game over again. I'm playing Mega Man X in this video. Yeah, you start at the same level again, but you had to start, if you die at the boss and you get the code, you got to start that level all over again. So there was that adrenaline rush, like, oh my god, I got to do this or I'll fail. The risk of failing is what makes games exciting, and you're taking that risk away and you're making games just interactive fucking movies. It's pointless. But the thing I don't get too, how do these kids not know basic concepts? You move forward to run. There's a hole, you jump over the hole. The Goomba, okay, I could see you dying at it once. The next time, you put 2 and 2 together and think, maybe I should either jump over it or try to stomp on it. Like, where is the new generation growing up with less common sense? Are we de-evolving? Because I got the original Super Mario Brothers for the original NES at 5 years old, and I played that game just fine. Didn't have to ask anyone any questions. I don't know, man. It's creepy. And the whole thing about the Wii U not selling because games are getting easier, I'm not buying that story. The Wii U's not selling because it doesn't have enough games for it. The Wii U needs more games. To quote trolls on YouTube, it ain't got no games, or at least enough games that are gonna make people want to buy the system. Stop making excuses. Get the damn games out for the console, please. Wow, this article blew me away, and not in a good way. Anyway, folks, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And if you have an interesting news story you would like me to discuss, private message me with a link via YouTube. And if I use your news article, I will give you a shout out in the video and feature your YouTube channel in the description. Have a good one.